Good evening or good morning. It's 10:30 here. But anyway, so last night, or not last night, earlier in whatever, last night. Um, Kraig decided to have Corey Holcomb on the show, on the Kraig Facts show, and that show nonetheless was very interesting. Funny as shit, but very interesting. There's some parts I felt off about, and not even about Zo or Corey at all. It was some other shit that I felt off about. But we're gonna get to that as we go through this motherfucker. And once again, we got some more quadrupling down on Corey real quick, and he had a few things to say when it came to Zo. Matter of fact, he's the one that brought up Zo. Nobody else brought up Zo first. They didn't bring up the topic. My man Corey was the first person to try to throw a dig at Zo and shit. And we also got some nice feedback from the co-host part of the show. Let's see, I forgot his. I know his name is Brandon. Brandon Tony. That's who it was. He had some opposing views. Yeah. We did. I meant to email you back. I was gonna tell you yesterday. Hectic as fuck. I fucking went to sleep at 4:00 and woke up at like 10:30 last night. But we gonna get back to it. We gonna reschedule that for sure, and we gonna make that shit happen. I promise you. But Brandon Tony had some good questions for Corey that I was wondering, and I know a lot of people were wondering themselves and wanted to see Corey answer those questions himself. He actually did a really good job making that happen, and actually not being afraid to ask Corey Holcomb questions and being upfront about what it is that was kind of contradictory. And in his words, he said cap. So we gonna start it from here.
Yo, hey, hold on. We being honest? Are we being honest? Let's be honest. Was I the one rubbing their fucking feet?
Damn.
All right then.
Damn.
Me neither, nigga. On a hot. Nah, see, look, look, nigga nervous. All right, I ain't touch you.
Hey, we on?
Yeah, we on. We on, man.
We on. What's up, man? Welcome to Kraig Facts, man.
Niggas hit the door and run.
Man, I got a special guest, man. One of my favorite people in the world.
Yeah.
Comedy legend. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's so much I can say, man. But y'all give it up for Corey Holcomb, man.
Oh, he kept it real.
Yeah.
Glad to be here amongst the people.
Hell yeah.
They all kept it real.
Those in the house gonna let
Those in the house.
Hold on.
What up, those?
This nigga coming here like,
Knocked on the door, man. Right?
this nigga like Leonard X.
What's up, nigga?
It's dope. It's dope because 5150 come to Kraig Facts. You know
That
what I'm
hat
saying? That's
Corey got
cool,
on
but
is
Dozy
crazy.
is here, y'all.
Hey, what's up, man? Chet,
Nigga, Dewan back in this bitch too, man. Shut up.
Yeah, Dewan. That nigga was at Fat Camp, nigga. What's going on?
This nigga Craig snort dice.
DeJuan looked like Bizarre from D12.
Fuck that. I got to do something about this. Man. Where was you at? Where did you go, nigga?
DeJuan can't Hulu.
On the Central Coast, up in Cambridge, California. That shit was dope.
What did you do, man? Enlighten us, bro.
I smoked a lot of weed and ate a lot of shrooms. That's what I did. And
Really?
relaxed.
Shit.
Damn. So
Back on that shroom talk, man. They talking about them shrooms.
I'm pause, nigga. Pause. How many times you gonna bring that up?
That's
It's
funny.
like the third time,
Charlie
Charlie.
got an old white elderly nigga that buy all his clothes for him.
GMS.
This nigga Charlie Jack off the Song of Solomon.
Fuck that.
Can't ride roller coaster.
But look.
Good job, Tony Terry. That's a good one.
Man, it's a few things I want to talk about, man. First, I covered some shit that I read I thought was crazy. So there was recently a case, 21-year-old dude killed his girlfriend,
Funny as hell.
right?
Bro.
and then
Not
jumped
this story,
off
but the
the
fact that we
building
clowning.
he killed her from, went into a coma for 8 months, woke up, the police was in the hospital, arrested him, out of a coma for a crime that he don't even remember committing. I thought that was crazy. Do you think the police should be able to charge this nigga for a crime that he does not remember? Because I'm gonna give you the bitch is dead, right? So he already won that battle. You know what I'm saying? Beat her in the head of fate, knocked the bitch out, killed her. So he won that.
Kraig's stupid as fuck.
But how do we know in hindsight that it wasn't self-defense? You feel what I'm saying? Should they be able to charge a man for murder just because somebody is dead? I mean, they should be able to have more evidence, you know what I mean, than just, you know what I mean? Like, he can't defend himself. He can't defend himself. He don't even know who he is. He woke up in the coma. They put him under arrest. Well, what do you feel should be the appropriate course of action?
Well, they charged him, which is they can charge him, but I mean now it's for his lawyer to go ahead and put that work in court. Like, hey, he don't remember doing none of this. It was something like he can put up any kind of defense he want, and it's for the jury to go ahead and make a decision on.
Right.
Black?
Nah, nigga, this is in Japan. These niggas in Japan be murdering.
That's different.
See, no. I'm saying right now, he going to jail in Japan because he didn't win. He wasn't successful.
Well, he was successful.
He didn't kill himself.
He's
We just talked about this last week over in Japan. They got a whole force where they hang themselves.
Right.
And they hang themselves if they get a B in school.
Right.
So if you try to kill yourself and you fail, they're about to cut that nigga's head with a fucking samurai knife.
Here's my
He's done.
One thing,
Jesus.
ain't nobody fucking his bitch no more.
Real spit. I mean, to me, the nigga's a sore winner. You got sore losers. You won the fight with your bitch. She's dead. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself a Gatorade bath and go find another bitch. Why jump off the cliff or jump off a building after a victory? That's not the way you celebrate a victory. The bitch is dead. She was probably. No, the nigga. So that's what they're trying to prove. They don't know if he tried to kill himself or he just, you know what I'm saying, accidentally fell off the.
Was it any witnesses?
There were witnesses who seen him fall off the building, but there's
stupid,
nobody
man.
who could prove intent. You know what I'm saying?
Or if anybody pushed it.
And they don't even know if it was somebody else who committed the murder. They don't know if he was doing it in defense of her. He's just the only suspect. He's the only person that's in the vicinity of a dead body.
Well, when the bitch was dead, he was like, that ain't good enough. I'm going in the afterlife.
Yo, what the fuck is
Yeah,
wrong
real
with,
spit.
what is wrong with Corey, bro?
Whooping her ass right now. That's what he was trying to find her, ain't it?
He woke up from 8 months of ass whooping?
Man. Yeah, man. Motherfuckers that take advantage of you when you're down. I feel like, that's fucked up, man. If a motherfucker don't know his name, you know what I'm saying? You just tell him when he wake up he a murderer. You know what I mean? You ever been accused of some shit that you didn't do?
Here we go.
But you didn't have, like, at the time of the accusal, enough evidence to defend yourself. You had to go through the course of being looked at as a scumbag ass nigga. And then later on it came out that, oh, nigga, I wasn't.
Here we go.
This nigga Kraig is actually solid. This ain't what it was. Never. Never.
That was that whole ass nigga Zo. Niggas thought I was being mean. That nigga pulled it on me.
Oh.
What?
I mean, hey, I ain't. Okay, so fuck it. We'll hop into that. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Yo, who's this nigga back here?
That's
bro?
Mark.
I keep hearing Tay Diggs.
Hold on.
So who
We're
is
gonna call
this
you to the
nigga?
mic because they can't hear you at home. Oh yeah.
Does this nigga want to have a seat? Yeah, Blue Capone was the worst one. Told him.
Come on, brother. Go on, roast it. We roast on this motherfucker.
What's up, Marcus? Pleasure. Thank you for coming, brother.
Oh, yeah, it's all good.
All right, let's get it.
Catfish catching champion.
That's a nice, horrible shirt. Nah, boy, if a nigga had a multiple personality, you know what I mean?
Well,
and he committed a crime. They still charge him, right?
Well, they won't. Nah, he would be deemed mentally ill. So I don't know if they put people. Yeah, I don't think they put people on trial.
Depending on what color you are.
They just put them into a facility.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All right, fuck it. We talked about Zo, man. I got love for Zo. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that my two big homies I respect is into it.
Same.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I ain't into it. I just tell what it is.
But they not my
tell
big
what
homies.
happened.
Right.
And if he feels like I'm lying on him, show where I'm lying at.
Right.
Says Kraig Facts.
I wish so the best, goddamn it.
Right.
Help that bitch with rent, though, you live with, nigga.
I wish so the best, but
I
let
done
me
got into it with
disrespect
homies
his
before.
woman
I have. You know,
No, hold
in
on.
his
bro,
living
'cause,
situation.
Corey, that's so much cap, man.
There we go.
I want to ask you, and I don't know, I don't know both of you guys at all. So from outside looking in, I do want to ask about some of the cap shit. Cause you welcome Zo back to your show.
What you talking about that night?
The last episode you did, you still opened the door like, man, you could still come. Like when you didn't show up, you was still like, he could still come now.
I said that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he could come. No,
But-
if he showed up, I wouldn't be mad.
But-
I'd just be wondering what he got to say.
No, but that's the thing. Why would he go back after the T-shirt, the first 25 minutes of shitting on his character? Why? What makes you think he would want to go back to that environment?
Because it's a lot of niggas ain't got shit going for him, dog. There's some niggas out here, a bitch. Look, I told my brother that my brother got some mail from child support.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Corey be
well, how
clowning.
you get mail from child support and you and your girl together? I said, that bitch put you on child support even though y'all live together. He was like, get the fuck out of here. She wouldn't do that. Hey, man, there's some motherfuckers out here, they just like that.
Can y'all hear the volume fine? Let me know if you can hear it fine. If it's too low, if it's too high, let me know.
They do shit you can't explain.
Right, but,
like wearing
but would you
watermelon
do?
shirts.
But my question is, would that be something? Would that be? You know, he wouldn't go back after shitting on him for 2 hours of your show. So why even? It's almost condescending.
But you speaking for him.
No,
he
he's
come back.
Look, Zo gonna be on next week. I got questions for him too about.
I can't wait
some
for that shit.
I'm like, yo, that seemed like cap. So it's going both ways. I'm just asking because from the outside looking in, I would like to know. I don't ask Kraig about other people's drama. I'd rather just ask the person.
Right, so I don't know what Zo will do, but like
Yeah.
I said, if I invited him back, he could show up. I mean, I'm not scared of Zo in a way
Appreciate
where
you.
I'll be scared if he come in there, but I will tell him, you got into almost fights at my studios a few times, and this shit ain't cheap. That equipment,
Right.
when people buy stuff to try to better themselves, you don't, the last thing you want to do is fight in your own studio.
Right.
So I will tell him, look, man, when you get upset, man, you really have to use that reasoning that you stand on. That's
Right.
what I would tell him if he walked in the door. Because when it really boiled down to it, I ain't got time for the motherfucking bullshit anyway. But I know how to capitalize off drama. Thank you for buying all the shirts here, man.
and that's the thing about when you're dealing with real comedians, man. It's like if a nigga's really a comic, ain't none of this shit ever really that personal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Been through it all. If you've been through it all and seen it all, there ain't no such thing as drama. It's let's capitalize on it. Make
Because
it
we get material from pain. So we the only motherfuckers on this planet that view pain as an opportunity to make motherfuckers laugh. So rather than be the joke, I just create a joke from the situation.
Also, there are people who are not confident, and when you expose them not being confident, you know what I'm saying? It seems like you're the bad guy to average folks. But I'm just here to tell you, man, it's a lot of people out there who don't think like average folks think.
Right.
Because,
Right.
man, listen, man, I ain't never tried to fight Zo.
Right.
But when he took the mask off and acted like he was raising up, I was like, oh, shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's anything goes after that.
Right.
So I'm saying I don't expect everybody to be able to see that. But my
And watch the next question that Brandon's gonna ask him. I think it's the next question or the question after that, but it was something I said on the last video about why Corey never said he would beat Zo's ass to Zo's face during the confrontation. He said it the week after.
record out
Listen-
here, like you
listen
said,
to
how
his
many
response.
fights you had.
15-3, man. I lost to a white boy, my sister. That nigga said he know the white boy, Josh Niederhauser. Fuck you, Josh.
Right.
But but go ahead.
I don't remember my record. So then after you said that, it was people talking about, oh, you said you got into a fight at the, what is the all-night restaurant used to be on Ventura? They got two of them. Is it the Hop or something? What is it called?
How long ago you talking about?
like last year or something. I got into a fight.
Kraig?
I forgot about Kraig.
You got to fight
I
at
got into a
Kraig?
fight up at Kraig. They had it on video. Yeah.
Ah.
It was a drunk motherfucker wouldn't stop talking to me. When I asked him, cool out, dog, he was, he raised up.
Was it Ari Spears?
No. I can't even brag on it because the nigga was drunk. You know what I'm saying?
No, you socked a nigga at 24-hour fitness, too.
Oh,
Yeah. Corey sock a nigga once a year.
Yeah, that's true.
That was at least 06.
So what a lot of niggas don't know is Corey can hoop, right? So when he get on the court, Corey is one of them Charles Barkley type niggas. Strong. How you play?
Oh, yeah.
He
But
play like
actually
that,
good.
but he good, but he can hoop. But he,
like it
I'm not saying you can hoop.
This nigga's a foul.
Lower the shoulder on
He
the
housing them little niggas.
It's funny he mentioned Charles Barkley.
Charlie only do that because he got a
I like
body
that
crossover.
question. I ain't gonna lie, I like Brandon's question because I was hesitant at
What's
first.
up, Coyote
asking the
Cage?
question. You
That
know what
nigga
I'm
hates
saying?
Zoe.
But fuck it, that was a great question. Man.
Ask me anything. I'll
right,
talk about whatever. And I say that because I'm at your show.
Yeah.
Like, whoever you fuck with, Craig, I trust your instinct.
Yeah, definitely.
Corey, let me ask you this thing.
Okay.
Here we go.
You and Zoe had the words on the show.
Hmm?
And no lie, for us it was terrible to see because obviously we admire you, everything you created, bro.
Now, Coyote, keep that same energy. You said Zoe's a fraud trying to act real. Keep that same energy right here. All right?
You know what I'm saying? That shit made world star, blah, blah. Why do a show shitting on him the next one when he's not there to defend himself?
Everything I said, I would say if he was around, but what did I say that it was shitting on him? That's what I want to know.
You said on the second show that you didn't say in the first show is that I'll beat your ass. You didn't say that when he asked to throw hands. So the energy.
He asked to throw hands?
Yeah, yes, you did.
I don't remember that.
I did my homework.
No, hold on.
He asked. When he said, "Well, we can do this. We can throw hands." You said, "Don't do that." So I'm saying, why do another show and just go in on it when it's like, oh, I'll beat it. Oh, I'll beat his ass.
I will beat Zoe.
No, but what I'm
he
saying,
didn't
it
say that
sounds
to
better
Zoe.
if he's here to defend himself. To say it when he's not here, it's not funny to people who fight because it's like, bro, the guy's not here. So
Right, so y'all gonna have him on next week, right?
yeah.
Okay, you want me to come up in here and say it to his face? Would that make you happy?
I would love for you guys to be on the show and squash it.
Yeah.
And because I think
That's
I
funny.
think
Got my
that's
number. He can
This
reach out
nigga
to
busting
me.
the nut in the interview early. We gotta lead up to the shit, my nigga.
I
Build up, nigga. It's the art to the
I
interview,
didn't call
nigga.
Zoe and try to squash it.
I mean, shit. I'm gonna ask them a bunch of questions. The bunch is it's
No, ain't nothing
it's
wrong
not
with the
one
questions
sided
you
at
asking.
all.
You ain't asking nothing out of bounds.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Nah, them was great
I'm not
questions.
gonna do
I
that,
feel
but-
like there are
That's a
people
fact.
who see Zoe's side of you, and there's people who see my side of you.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when I don't read the comments where they're on my thing, but they're comments all over Facebook. Some of the shit I
No, that is true though, Coyote. I will say he did go in on Zoe in his face, and Corey was holding his own. But the fact still remains that he did not say he would beat Zoe's ass to Zoe, because then he would have had to fight Zoe. And Corey was insinuating some other things, which is why that didn't go down. But you know, I have my own opinion about it. You know what I'm saying? I still fuck with Corey. You know what I mean? It ain't no shade to Corey. I'm just saying we saw, we heard.
read, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Because it's negative nutrition going in your head.
Right.
That's why I don't read all that shit. But I get it. It's some people who feel like I was foul. And if they feel that way, all I can say is just watch what I do. Yeah. My overall body of work. Because I really don't like
Moses got a point.
With that lawyer.
You got a point.
You know what I'm saying? You all apologetic to Ari Spears, but when my people called you,
Hold on, I gotta
and
tell
they
these kids to
we
shut
just
the
wanna
hell
talk
up.
to Zoe
Hold
about
on.
what happened. He ducked it. I ain't gonna lie. The thing
that
I
hurt.
did wrong, I smiled with him after that. I should have checked it right then and got the fuck away from him.
Right.
But I smiled with him, and I tell you what, we all do that sometimes.
We're friends for sure.
Yeah.
We're friends for sure.
I mean, most definitely. Right before it happened, I text Corey. He probably seen the letter later. I said it ain't worth it, big homie. You seen the text?
Craig, I mean, Craig, you good people, man.
Yeah.
I look at you as somebody with good intentions.
Definitely.
Of course, I looked at Zoe as somebody with good intentions until he did that. After he did that, everything he did in my mind, I was like, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Yeah.
You didn't do this when you had me behind the 8-ball. My lawyer asked me to sue Zoe. I was like, I ain't finna sue Zoe. Zoe ain't got no money. So he got no money to sue me for. It costs money to sue somebody, whether people know this or not.
I'm getting sued right now by a homie. That's why I was like, I know exactly what you talking about, nigga. All that, that shit sound good to you. Know what I'm saying? You think a nigga that to fuck with you, bro, take you to court, nigga. That shit's different, bro. So it's like,
how about what you said about court? Because see, what people don't know about court, people who are productive do not have time for court. Court is getting up in the morning,
yes, sir.
Time, bro.
sitting in some shit.
Man, waiting on your lawyer.
Especially if you ain't got no lawyer. Oh my God, you ain't getting out of that at 3 in the afternoon.
The lawyer be late than a motherfucker too.
Man,
They ain't got to
On
get
purpose.
up early. They show up and walk in there. But it costs money to have a lawyer. Everything with the courts, it costs money. So when it really boiled down to it, let me say this. I don't want to fight Zo. I'm not even mad at Zo no more.
Yeah.
I actually felt better after I called out what he did.
Right.
that's respectable.
Ain't
Money. So when it really boiled down to it, let me say this. I don't want to fight Zo. I'm not even mad at Zo no more.
Yeah.
I actually felt better after I called out what he did.
Right.
That's respectable.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Can't fuck
Hey,
you.
hey, Corey, you said something like in the episode that you did Tuesday. You dropped some gems. Like I look past a lot of drama and try to get the game. Always. You said something very important. I want you to expound on that. You said all I needed somebody to do is to crack the door. I take care of it myself from there. Talk about the importance of trusting your talent and not wanting somebody to do everything for you and you doing it yourself.
Kraig and Big Nate came up to my show, and they hit. It was funny right away. That was the dough being cracked. Where we at now? We on Kraig's show.
Damn.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No matter what he says, I did the 5150 show. Next thing you know, Zo got a show. Because let me tell you something. If you stand out, people gonna fuck with you. Just like it's people I introduced to Zo, but they might fuck with Zo because they like what he do. All you need is
I'm not even talking. My mic was still down. Anyway, like I was saying, go support them. Go donate to their Cash Apps because they're all doing this themselves. No matter how you feel about whatever party, who's wrong, who's right, Corey, Zo, Darlene too, Kraig, Marcus, all them niggas on the show, everybody even on this show, go donate and help them out. They're doing this all independent, and we got to support our people.
for somebody to let you in.
Right. That's real.
And I ain't scared to let nobody in because I believe in myself.
Yeah.
And if I fuck up, I will stand on it. That's what I really believe. Because we all fuck up.
Go that phrase,
My nigga
I'll
really
stand
did.
on
I
it.
ain't saying this just because he's famous. He says some profound shit. He said
I'll
if you run
stand
your
on
mouth
it.
too much, you're going to put your foot in it.
Right.
If you run your mouth too much, you're going to say some shit. Let me cool out. So if I said something that's fucked up, yo, man, I'm fired up about what happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'll calm down off the shit.
Yeah. I mean, shit. It's a balloon to a blimp, man. It's a small situation.
To a blimp.
Ooh, that's dope. I like that. A balloon to a
You
blimp.
already answered the question I was about to ask because I feel this is a very.
No, I didn't fuck that bitch.
What's a personal opinion you've had that you've changed in the past year? I feel like a lot of times we get locked into how we feel about certain things that we become, we become stuck on that as if it's absolute truth. Sometimes things change, and I'll give you an example for me, like All Def Digital. Yeah, I never really had no personal beef up there with nobody, but I was misinformed about some shit, and it had me thinking a certain way about Kev on stage. You know what I'm saying? Where for a while I was cool on that nigga. Not that I had any beef with the nigga, but I was cool on the nigga. And then a few months went by, and I was like, let me call this nigga. And I broke down the reasons to him why I haven't been fucking with the situation. And you know what I'm saying? And we got cool after that. But I told him I didn't like the contract situations up there. I didn't like
Have you
certain
heard
things
podcast?
that was going on, and I felt like y'all.
Hey, have you heard podcasts? I know you typing because you want a reaction. I'm going to give you one, though. Thanks for being here and contributing. You dumb nigga. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying, was doing certain shit, because niggas is green in the game.
You talking about what's his name? The dude who in charge of that?
Russell Simmons on yeah, he was in charge of it. Kev on stage.
Yeah.
Right. So you already warned me about that.
That's
He already
literal.
warned me about
That's
that.
fuck kid shit.
Yeah, right. But look, but here's the thing though. So I called the nigga and I broke down a lot of details of things that I won't say publicly. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I know he was doing certain things because he knew how I felt, and I wasn't doing certain things because of how I felt, and it was a very passive aggressive type of situation. So I can appreciate when niggas articulate beef in each other's faces, because that's a healthy way. That's a healthy way that men are supposed to take care of conflict.
You said that night.
You know what I'm saying? And so, after our conversation, you know what I'm saying, there was some clarity. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I needed to do that because you don't want to create enemies that could hit you in the back of the head with a mallet 2 years later on down the line. Because in this business, when niggas hate on you, they do shit like Kraig is hard. They say shit like Kraig is hard to work with. Right. Kraig won't be on time. You know, they do shit to kind of flaw your character so people won't work with you. But me and him worked that out, and I called somebody else that was involved with the situation. And I worked it out, but I kind of wished I would have handled it the way you and Zo handled it.
Because the truth don't come till after the war.
You mean just let it out, right?
I kind of wish I would have got down where I was mad at, because it allowed other people viewing the situation to introduce their creativity and what they think based on their perception of what was going on. So now you got niggas running around saying shit that ain't true, saying false negatives, and now I got to answer to bullshit that could have been deaded if I would have just got down where I was mad at.
Yeah. Don't answer it, man. You will never make everybody happy, man.
Right.
It's niggas out here tell you Donald Trump ain't prejudiced.
Right.
He let Kwame them out. Kwame them came with that paper, nigga.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's better to control the narrative even if it's uncomfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? And Corey said some shit that I agree with wholeheartedly. He basically said what I said, that he felt like he should have deaded it earlier instead of smiling with Zo. He should have got at him immediately. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. At what point do you pull the person to the side first before you kick it with him publicly? Or maybe you already did.
Hold on, let's answer that. Moses says he went onto his platform and Violin told his silly ass Anakin prequel backstory like we gave a fuck. He's never addressed how Corey and Tommy have the same story about him. I will say Corey didn't have the same story about him until they got into a beef. And as a matter of fact, when Tommy brought up that story back in the day, Corey took up for him. So that's kind of, contradictory. If you felt that way back then, you should have took Tommy's side then. You shouldn't have waited till y'all got into a beef. That's weird. Let's see. I am tripping. I'm very surprised at how black folks are reacting to this situation. I guess. I guess. And that's very true as well, Moses. We just reacting to it because ain't shit really else to do. It's COVID and the motherfuckers trying to keep us in the house. And really, I would prefer to be outside doing some shit than being inside all day. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel the same way. So I do agree with you on that shit. Let's keep going.
Before you publicly, there is a such thing as a public hanging. Sometimes niggas just got to be hung in public in front of everybody. But before that happens, that's true. I'm just saying, be real 100. But before that happens, you know what I'm saying? It should be a sidebar beforehand, like, hey man, you did this and this and this. This was fuckery.
Can I tell you what happened with that? What he said is some real valid shit. But see what
Hold
happened.
up. And if you watch the previous videos, like a lot of other people have, I fuck with Corey, man. Like, I'm a fan of Corey. I'm not finna stop being a fan. I'm not here to diss Corey. I'm just here to call out what the fuck I see for what it is. That's it. I fuck with Corey. I fuck with Zo. That's it. 5150.
Attitude with Grady.
Right.
And I called my nigga right to the side. You know what I'm saying? And then he said something. Then I called him to the side again because I knew Grady.
Right.
And when I called him to the side, he took our privacy, our manhood conversation between me and you, and ran with some other shit. He said, "Oh, that nigga apologized to me, so this what's-her-name nigga keep cutting his hair." And when he said that, I ain't gonna lie, he sent me off because I was like, "Oh, I'm that kind of nigga." Well, I'll be get the fuck out of here. So I definitely didn't want to apologize to Zoe in private because I felt like him and Grady cut from the same cloth.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. But what he
Now
said
they
about
cut from the
stepping
same
to
cloth.
somebody privately, I think that's what we supposed to do right away. But a lot of motherfuckers are not men.
Right.
They'll take advantage of you being a man, which is basically to holler at your man. I mean, like, even if I don't know you, you're still a black man. Hey, man, let me holler at you, man. Let me squash this shit. Your homeboy drunk at the club. Hey, man, let me get this nigga and take this nigga home. This nigga got a family. Don't stomp this nigga out, please. I know how to do that. But I said I was fired up because when Grady did the whole shit of putting it out there, oh, that nigga apologized for me because of this. I'm like, oh, wow, he sent me off.
He finally put it out there. He finally said what the shit was that made him say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna keep going at Grady."
He sent me. I was like, "What? I ain't apologizing to none of these motherfuckers."
Right,
So Corey, there's a great quote that says, "Adversity doesn't build character; it reveals it." Do you feel he personally attacked you before you personally attacked him?
You talking about Zoe?
Yeah. Who do you feel threw the first shot?
Man, listen. To be honest, I feel like
He took the first shot.
maybe I threw the first shot because I didn't want to hear shit this nigga had to say when you done pulled that whole shit and acting like.
Because you do what you expect.
Well, okay, so
Nigga,
but if
who
he,
the fuck is you talking to, nigga? You
Right.
pulled that bullshit, nigga. How the fuck is you gonna reason with me when me and you know what you did? So I wasn't, like I'm saying, man, I'm not making excuses for myself.
right,
So right there, real quick, right there, you hear what he said. Basically, Corey's been kind of holding that 20K shit in with the lawyer shit, which, however he handled the situation, he's valid in feeling the way that he feels, seeing as if it is true that that Zoe was ducking the lawyers, I feel some type of way too. If I reached out to you and told you to reach out and you still didn't, and I had to pay 20K of my own money for something you did, that'll kind of harbor in the back of my head too. So what he's saying is Zoe trying to jump out of his body or even try to even say anything to try to defend somebody else he has problems with. Boy, you still got some fuck shit going on between me and you that just is in the background. All that shit is basically festering. When you hold shit in, it's gonna come out. And that's what the fuck happened.
It was built up animosity.
Built up
And
animosity.
If
Exactly.
I wasn't feeling that way, I wouldn't have probably came out that way.
Right, right.
I ain't trying to stand on no wrong shit,
What
man.
I just say.
That's motherfucking shit busters do, man. When you fuck up, man.
Right.
If I fucked up in any way, call it out on me. I'm not perfect.
The real
But
reason he
I don't
attacked Grady
prey on
Moses
the-
was because after Corey mentioned something from one of the episodes that a person that Grady knows who cuts Corey's hair said he couldn't cut Corey's hair anymore until they figured out their shit. And now when I guess Corey called him again, Grady said, "Oh, this nigga just trying to make it cool because he want his hair cut."
Weak. I don't prey on niggas. I didn't get in no fight with Zoe. If you remember this, Zoe fought the drunk motherfucker. He rose up on Freeze too, but he didn't fight Freeze.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
We had
like,
situations here though.
that ain't no coincidence.
right.
Yeah, we didn't have situations
Appreciate you,
here
Have You
where we
Heard
didn't, you know what I'm saying,
podcast.
stepped outside and we didn't all, you know what I'm saying, got into
Yeah,
each
definitely.
other. So we can't be like sitting here like, oh nigga, that shit is foreign to us.
Well, no, we can't do that. But we don't
Yes, he should
publicize
have,
it.
James.
No, we done that shit on stream.
What can you
Like,
do?
we argue with each other to where the fans seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but
it was
the follow up is a little different.
the follow up was different because we got different dynamics. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
because we don't do that shit.
yeah, we don't do no.
Don't do that, bro.
No, I'm saying
Don't
we
do
ain't-
that because Corey's here, bro.
No,
we don't do that shit.
We don't do no fuck shit.
We don't
We
do
each
that
other
shit.
to
Hold on,
ride.
y'all. Hold on.
No. I'm trying to explain what I'm saying.
Publicize shit we be doing.
No, we don't. Because we don't have that rapport with each other. It's no fuck shit to you to where you gonna do something. I'm be on. Oh, Brandon, but nigga, when you did this, nigga, no, we talk it out. It's gonna be taken care of.
Oh no, it's
before the
definitely
next show. You know what I'm
But
saying?
but,
So
but
it's
hold on.
definitely that.
But the difference is here's the difference. Okay, I'm not gonna speak on the
Facts,
Zoe
Damien.
situation because
Until he's here.
That's why I said that.
well, not even fuck that
already
that he's
did,
here.
nigga.
But what I'm saying is, it's so many layers to it. No, it's so many layers to it. These niggas was friends 10 years before I got on the show. So I'm out of, I can't speak on that. But what I can speak on is the Grady situation, right? And coming around for years, I would hear Corey call Cap on the being a gangster shit. So when it finally came to a head, if anybody know Corey and been watching the show, he been telling Corey, nigga, you not a, that's a cap, nigga, you not a GD for at least 3-4 years that I know of.
That's what he said?
All day long. All day long. So, all day long. Anybody watch the show could vouch for that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That ain't no new shit. So,
Been asking that nigga, where you from, nigga? What town? I said, what township you from? Because I knew he wasn't from Chicago.
From Naperville?
The nigga sitting right here. He's like, I said, what
You gotta get
township
voted
you
in the
from?
township.
Yeah, right.
You gotta get good niggas in the township.
From Naperville.
You a Homewood Flossmoor nigga. Stop, nigga. That's like a nigga from motherfucking Barstow saying he off the 60s or something.
Black Warrior. That's one thing. That's one thing that's a fact. They do need to leave that gang shit alone because we all know this is all comedian shit. So them trying to prove whatever it is trying to prove, that's not that shouldn't even be in the conversation. Even him playing the clip of Grady saying I'm a gangbanger, like whatever. If that man lied about it, he got to face that with the streets, not Corey.
but I will say,
it came out, so he exposed him on the air.
well, it was. I mean, it wasn't necessarily like exposing. It was really like, you know what I'm saying. If you got like a little homie that's like, you know, you feel like it's doing a little too much. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Grady did that show.
Right.
Grady did a show about that.
Right.
And I'm telling you, man, I swear to everybody out there listening, and this all happened one day when I made a mistake. You hear me say that? I made a mistake, and I was in my man shit talking about we niggas, we all fuck bitches.
Right.
This one, everything went wrong, because them niggas was on the spot. And some people be like, yo, but that ain't bro code. I say, I agree. I fucked up. I should have never said that.
Right.
But it's the truth, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Man. So bro code is bullshit.
He admitted
So let me
he
ask you
fucked
a
up
question.
though. Corey admitted he fucked up in
You
that
see me in a similar
aspect.
situation. How would you tell
That's
me how
real.
to handle it?
What you mean?
How would you
Explain it.
tell me to handle a situation similar to the situation with you and Zoe? If you see me going through something similar, like what's some advice you would give me to navigate that situation?
Brandon's shirts, what would you say?
Facts, Damien.
If they what?
If you started wearing that nigga's shirts, what would you say?
You feel me? So if you see me going down the line,
I'll tell you.
you'll tell me? Okay.
I'll tell you. Hey, let me tell you something, man. It's a brother who come on my show named Rizza Islam. And I see Rizza Islam watching in the chat, and he'll look at what people say, but I notice he never acknowledge it. He never acknowledge it. And I'll be like, oh my God, I need to learn how to be like that.
Right.
Cause this is sucker shit up here. This is fun on the computer. Or, you know, if a motherfucker call you a hoe ass nigga right there. You a nigga who ain't used to that, right? You
Right.
Like, who the fuck called me a hoe ass nigga?
Hey, he said y'all still in content. No. You can go to Kraig Smith's page right now, subscribe, watch the video by yourself. You don't have to be here at all. Also, I made it known, go fucking donate to their Cash Apps right now and support them like real fans like us do. So if you're not putting the actual support behind it, shut the fuck up.
You gotta remember.
These are niggas, the only niggas that call me a hoe ass.
That's where it stops.
Right.
Behind the keyboard.
That shit took me a minute to get used to.
Basically telling me just it ain't shit. Just no
You
shit.
can't
Nope,
take
that's
that
funny.
shit seriously, man.
Yeah.
But if you get into it with one of your niggas, man, you supposed to reach out to him and try to squash it. And on my
Facts.
mama, I called Grady because I thought it was a friendship that was salvageable. When we got into it, I
A
called
lot,
him.
share a lot.
I was like, my nigga, we straight. What I do? And he told me, I'm like, well, look, my nigga, I ain't trying to do that to you.
Right.
I've been knowing you whoop-de-woo. Man, it's just he wasn't having it. And he should have told me, nigga, I ain't fucking with you no more or whatever, and I wouldn't be shocked when
Right.
he did that thing, the video. But when I saw the video, I was like, I thought this shit was over.
Right.
Don't he know this shit get me fired up?
Yeah.
I love this bullshit.
Man,
When
I
you
know.
had the t-shirt made? When did you have the t-shirt made? Before or after the video?
Which
After.
I made the t-shirt after me and Joe got into it.
That night.
It took about 3 days for me to meditate.
So the t-shirt was coming,
Yeah.
regardless.
It came to me. I was like, I think this gonna be funny.
Did
know
you
what I'm
start
saying?
getting the t-shirt made when he said it during the show? You started texting your guy, or did you wait like a day?
It took about 3 days, and we had to get it done. I got that t-shirt done right before the show started.
You know what I think it
I was
is?
so glad I had it.
I gotta call bullshit, Corey. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm calling bullshit. I think this is a plot between you and Zoe to make the 20K back.
This y'all lick. This y'all lick, nigga. This y'all
So
lick.
this nigga know what's up. Go to plan B.
So Kraig.
This the lick. This the lick.
So Kraig, that's fact because Logan Paul got something set up with the celebrity boxing.
That's crazy.
So
what if that was
mean?
true?
It's gonna be undercard.
it might be a quick
Hey.
300,000.
How crazy would that be? How crazy would it be if all this shit was just to accumulate that 20K back, and then next thing you know, you saw Zo back on the show, and them niggas was laughing about everything? What if that really did happen? Them motherfuckers be acting crazy that they took sides. Which I'm unbiased. I ain't take no sides. I'm unbiased. I just call out what's wrong. I call out what's right.
I'm quick to
We
admit,
set up a
man,
charity.
I'm not really a fighter.
It's a conspiracy.
I don't get into a lot of fights.
Facts.
I done lost about, I think I remember
What's
I
happening,
lost 2
Damien?
fights.
Right.
But other than that, most niggas I get into it, I surprise them.
Shout out to everybody black.
I'm not a trained fighter. No, I'm saying I done got it. It was this nigga at the gym. I think it was about 6'7". I bet if I said his name, y'all know him. Because he was some ball player from out here. But I was sizing him up. I was like, nigga, that height, it'll help you a little bit, but once I grab you, nigga, it's been one, nigga. It's been one.
Corey, you tell me you only been in 2 fights?
No, I ain't say
He said he lost 2 fights.
I said I probably lost about 2 fights when I got into fights.
Hey,
Okay.
but like I just want to say like one thing. Everybody listening, y'all hearing Corey's perspective. It's more than what people seen. It's a lot of people I've been seeing online running around, rushing to take sides, talking about who wrong, who right.
You don't
I'm
take
this.
sides.
It ain't no
That's
way.
the thing.
You
People
can't
gotta
do it.
understand when you see things happen in front of you, you just observe it for what it is. Don't be inboxing motherfuckers and going around talking about taking sides and this and
Everybody
that.
who got a podcast, remember, all that shit helps your shit.
Yeah.
That's why I made that shit. Bet you be watching the 51, because I know you going to watch it now.
All right. And look,
I had somebody send me a message. They put a
Oh, yeah.
message on my shit and then inboxed me and said, "You better not speak Zo's name on the show."
Somebody
Now
said
that's the wild shit. That's the wild shit right there. If y'all just heard what the fuck he just said, people doing some weird shit. Like, I'm a fan of the 5150 show, and if you look at my page, I didn't start doing these videos till last week. It ain't been 5150 show been going on forever. But I'm such a fan, and I was so taken back by what happened. I felt like I needed to say something and voice my opinion, being such a fan of the show. But one thing I made sure to do was not be biased in this shit, and not take a side and not be on no weird shit. Y'all, if you fuck with Corey, you fuck with Corey. If you fuck with Zo, you fuck with Zo. But never be on no weird shit where you feel like you know what the fuck is going on more than what you do. Everything is at face value for if you don't know these motherfuckers.
You better not.
Light skin truth.
So you better not speak Zo's name on the show because you gonna create drama like some threatening type shit. And I'm
nah,
like,
you got what do you all? What do you? Charlie,
you not
That's
know
crazy.
Somebody
Please,
said
You
Hold
think
on.
somebody will say that in your face?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Hold
why I
on.
laugh at that shit.
This is why this is why I invited Corey today and I invited Zo next week. And the multitude, say what's the parable in the multitude?
You wanted us on the show together.
I did, but it didn't happen.
And the multitude of counselors is safe.
It's
Say
safe.
that again. What he said?
Appreciate you. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, go subscribe, hit the like, hit the
And
bell.
I definitely agree with
appreciate
that. And
you.
for me as
I
a
really
young
do. Thank
homie,
you.
my responsibility, whether you know it or not, is to protect niggas like you and Zo. Y'all can beef, but I'm like me and my
Hold on.
niggas, we here
This
because
shit keep lagging. Let me make sure it's on point. I hate looking at motherfuckers talk and they not fucking actually talking on fucking point.
we here because we was fans of y'all niggas first.
100.
So y'all can
We got
beef,
guard y'all.
but I mean, I'd rather you be around some
Oh, yeah.
hog ass
At the
niggas
end
that'll
of the
let
day, they
y'all
grown
get it
men.
out and get it
Grown
over
ass
with and
men.
get to the next thing. Then just keep it pushing and having shit lingering. But I'm not gonna push the issue for niggas that do what they gotta do. But I'm just saying, man, like we fans, like
We gonna keep it in house.
we
But you
niggas-
outside niggas, shut the fuck up.
straight up and down. Cause
Stop making
facts.
fucking videos too, nigga. I don't want to see me in your video, man.
You already
I
in one.
saw
As
the
a young
I was
homie,
waiting for that
as a
part. That
young
shit have you
homie,
die
this is the last
yesterday.
question I'm gonna ask about the Zo
That
situation.
He
line
said, "Stop
ain't
making
young.
videos."
Yeah, I know. Fuck you, nigga.
Too late.
You know, yeah.
Nick Nolte ass.
This nigga got on a warm weather straight jacket. You know, Is there anything in that situation that I could have done
Hell
different?
no.
Or did I play my position the right way? Do you feel like, you know what I'm saying, if something like that happens, is there anything you expecting from me? You know what I'm saying? Or, like, how would you expect me to act in that situation?
I put y'all in an awkward situation, brother. You
Facts.
did what your heart said do, and there ain't nothing wrong with that because I
Shut the
believe
fuck
your
up.
heart is just. I don't believe you no cutthroat motherfucker,
Nah,
Craig. That's
nah.
why, man. Look, man, I ain't been knowing you that long, but I fuck with you, nigga.
Yeah, definitely.
But other niggas who I don't fuck with like that,
Right.
don't I shake them?
All day, yeah.
I shake them when I feel like you scandalous. I trust my instincts because that's all we really have.
Right.
I'm like, this nigga cutthroat. Let me get the fuck away from this nigga. And like I said, I don't believe Zo is all the way cutthroat. But I'm here to tell you, this is what I honestly believe. When it's time to stand up, that nigga is not gonna stand up. And only motherfucker from the motherfucking streets know what I'm talking about.
Right.
That nigga not finna stand up, homie. If you with him somewhere, shit go down, nigga, you by yourself, nigga. I'm telling you what he did to me.
Right.
In cold right here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still don't make me, I can't make nobody be what I want them to be. One day I was finna get in a fight in front of the Improv, and I had my nigga with me. And that nigga was scared. I wasn't mad at him after that.
If you joining in late and you one of the weirdos that's like, you streaming content? Let me reiterate this again. You can go watch the video. If you see my video right now and it's live, why would you click on my video if you can go watch Craig's video? Like I'm saying, go watch it. It happened last night. I didn't record this live. I waited till the next day. Now, once again, go watch their video right now. Leave this motherfucker. Leave this video and go watch them and support them. And go donate to their Cash App like we do. Put your money where your mouth is while you at it.
But I did feel some kind of way that he left me over there with them niggas. I'm like,
Right.
dog, you saw them three niggas? Them niggas was up on me, nigga.
Right.
And you was scared?
Right.
You talking about?
Okay, my nigga. I ain't gonna say his name because it's like that ain't I know the nigga was scared.
Right.
That's what made me be like, okay, what I'm gonna do? The nigga scared.
Yeah.
But it make me not really want to be around you no more. If I don't know if that's foul.
Right.
If you with somebody and you feel like they kind of like cowardly.
Right.
Cause nigga, we all men. I don't want to get beat up by these three niggas. You gonna let me fight these three niggas?
Right.
Get the fuck out.
You let me fight three niggas. I'm gonna whoop your ass after. Tell you that now.
Yeah, Marcus.
Right.
A fourth motherfucker.
Hey, let me have you shit right here, Dunk, and then I'm gonna have her shit here. I'm gonna get you on in the
This
second
part,
segment, Mark. Get your
now,
shit right there, Dunk.
If you
Go
didn't,
ahead. You
if
can
you
sit
didn't
right here.
watch,
Yeah,
if
come
you
on.
didn't get a chance to watch this last night, because that's pretty much all the time they spent on Zo. There was some other things in the show that were like random in different spots. So if you want to go and watch the full thing, you can. I could sit here and watch it if y'all want me to continue to watch it. It's just this part specifically got weird because they invited some random girl on the show to like talk about her business, and you can tell Corey felt off and weird about it, and I did too, and I feel like the viewers did too. But the fact that they kind of made it funny and they didn't let up on. Matter of fact, yeah, we gonna play it because y'all need to see how they handled this situation with this young lady that entered the show, because they did not let up. They let her live for a little bit, just for a little bit, and then next thing you know, it just started going crazy.
Come to the forefront.
To the point where this girl actually snatched Corey's mic at one point. And this was later on in the show. So I don't know if we're going to get all the way to the end because this is 2.5 hours, because I want y'all to actually go support the videos like motherfuckers in the comments saying. Yeah, she snatched Corey's mic last night because Corey was talking about girls who wear makeup. And she literally got the fuck up, grabbed his shoulder, and then tried to snatch his mic, and Kraig just intervened real quick. But if y'all want to see that part, y'all got to watch the whole video. Go to Kraig Smith, subscribe to him, and watch his shit.
Right, yeah.
Hey sister, how you doing?
How you doing? Welcome to the show. What? Put the mic.
Next week, Zo is
So
going to
what-
be on
who
the
are
show.
you? What is it?
Next week.
How'd you find out about us?
Okay, well, I met Dosi on blackpeoplemeet.com.
Oh, damn. Oh, those will be on there. And that's where he fighting at? That's where he recruit?
No. Y'all became friends when you found out you was taller than him, right? This my partner, Dozy. This my partner, right here.
For the world, I'm 6 foot. Fuck the crack talking about.
She tall though.
I'm not a short nigga by no nigga. I said, make that be known.
Oh, okay.
I met Dozy through a friend at what was it, an event at the parlor. Weren't you there?
But he should have did
there.
that if he had Corey on the show. Is my point. That's my point of this. He should have not had her on it. They should have had just a Corey guest on
You
the
actually
show.
talked to her.
I introduced you.
Corey's a big enough guest to not have a random fine chick to, you know. That's just my opinion.
I'm gonna beat you to her, nigga. You're not gonna beat me in this one, nigga. Fuck that. Look.
Take the jacket off.
Hey.
Show the white kid, Kraig.
This nigga got 6 kids.
Hey, PF Chim, go to my page. You'll see my videos, my music videos, my podcast. Go to my Instagram. You'll see my content. You won't see anything about this. I just started these videos last week, and ain't none of you weirdo niggas finna stop shit. So, once again, if you don't think I create my own content, go to my page, do some research. I got videos, I got music everywhere, I got beats everywhere. My Instagram is full of my content. Nigga, don't make a fool of yourself. Don't act like I can't respond to that. You see this shit? GMS, Green Mind State. That's my brand. Get in tune, weirdo nigga.
That's my shit.
We see a bad baby at the airport. This nigga walks
That's my
to the
shit.
house. Like that. He racing to the home. That's Charlie behind me. Nigga got 8 kids. Can't even get to the home.
Nah, I love that nigga. That's my big bro.
Sometimes Corey attaches the truth to a brick and throws it at you. Yeah, that is a fact as well.
Nah, I got
Corey
a
will
few
hit your
on
ass.
I don't fuck with him like that, but. So, your name again?
Honoree.
Honoree, spell it.
Honoree.
He said Honoree.
Wait, I'm sorry. Your name is Honoree?
Honoree.
Okay,
There's
if it
a
sounds
little
better.
The Elmo laugh.
It's French.
So you, okay, so we gonna guess. So your mother is white and your dad is black as a motherfucker, big black motherfucker, right?
My dad is a big black motherfucker, but my mom is African American.
Oh, okay.
He was surprised by that.
I guess.
He was surprised. Oh, your mama African?
All the time, you're mixed. I said, no, I'm black and I'm blacker. Okay?
Like big black motherfucker.
Where you from?
I like good-looking people. It varies. I've tasted the rainbow, to be honest.
Really?
But
Oh, you like women too?
Well, no, actually.
Peace, peace.
Oh, okay.
No,
Wow.
No, but I get hit on by a lot of them.
I see why. You're a beautiful woman.
No,
Where-
I had to
where were you
respond to
raised?
that
Where
because
you
I
from?
wanted to make sure people knew I had my own shit on here
Oh,
so they
really?
can go run that up too.
Yeah.
It's a strategic
Fresno
thing.
is hood as fuck. Y'all been to Fresno?
Hey, look up Fresno girl fights. That shit's wild.
It's crazy. Hey, D, remember that?
It is.
What's that shit you showed me about in Fresno? That weird
Corey got
ass
an issue
community of
with pretty
motherfuckers.
women. You'll see
Remember
that
the
at
video,
end.
the YouTube video you sent me, D? With the people living in like some alternate ass reality, doing some old weird ass shit. Wasn't that in Fresno?
Oh, Marcus. Was it Marcus? The whole Marcus Weston thing where he had like it was like family system.
Look how Mark is looking at this
I'm
motherfucker.
not sure what was it called?
Brandon is a
Gang
boxer.
stalking. Y'all ever heard of that shit?
I haven't heard of that.
Bro,
That one dude. Yeah, he's burnt out.
bro,
He's burnt the fuck out.
it's so many layers. When you finally watch it, you're gonna be like, it would be too difficult for me to explain on the show, but it's people who live in an alternate reality. They believe that. Like, how would I explain that? Nah.
No, it's a reality. Like they believe that everything's like.
I was gonna stop the video, but I want y'all to see
Yeah,
how
they think
Corey
everything
handled
is right.
this situation.
Corey
with the
sweater,
girl.
a person that's a gang stalker would think, oh, he wore that sweater because he knew I was gonna be here and he knew it was gonna make me feel like everything. Yeah, it's an entire
Yeah,
community.
strategic,
they
like the
post on
meme, you know.
YouTube. Nigga, it's the weirdest shit you ever
Did
seen.
you know I was gonna rob you after I fuck you, bitch?
Hell no.
Honoree.
Yes.
So what do you do?
So pretty much I rub on bodies all day.
Really?
Yeah. So I specialize in
Look how you looking at this
non-invasive
motherfucker.
slimming treatment. So I help people lose inches or tighten up skin or smooth out cellulite without having to work out necessarily. I encourage that.
Corey, nigga.
You sell dope.
Um,
That's what crack do. Crack is cardio, nigga.
no, not that.
You got the
but
little
I mean,
electric machine.
Yeah.
Watch how hard Corey
Okay.
tries not to say shit.
Okay, that's
Just
dope.
watch
That's
his
dope.
face.
I mean,
He's gonna read the comments.
So how many sessions? How?
I get a lot of men, but most of them, like on my Instagram, there's a good amount of pictures of men, but most guys have tats or whatever, so they're like, don't post me. I want my homies seeing this. They're gonna talk shit. You know, a lot of gay guys.
So let me ask you a question. Can you
that
turn
could be
around and
true,
look at this
Moses.
gentleman behind you? How many?
Look at Bizarre from D12.
You would have to put a flow master on your machine to generate enough air to suck the fat out there. It'd have to be an SS fat remover machine.
Nigga gotta lay in a waterbed.
The chat is going in.
How many sessions would you charge him for one?
Bruh, because if you know,
Double.
if you know Corey, you know he want to say some shit so bad. Look at him. He biting his nails. This motherfucker want to say some foul shit. Corey can't help but to say some foul shit, and he is trying his hardest, man. I was crying last night watching this shit.
Robinson headline.
Fuck you, nigga.
It'd be a little longer session for him. Yeah, it might be double. It'll be a little longer session for him.
So how long?
But I can do it. Oh yeah, we can get it done though.
Oh, yeah, we get it done.
So how long have you been in business for yourself?
4 years.
Okay, what made you make that transition from being a regular W-2 employee to being your own boss?
So I worked at the strip club. I was a waitress there. And
Hold on.
You're not just gonna breeze over that.
Hold on, Craig.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
wait.
Hey, Craig, what do you? Hey, Craig, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, because
Hold on, let me ask you. What do you? Hold on, Charles.
Can we call bullshit even if we're not right? You
Craig,
gotta
so let me ask you. What do you feel about waitresses in the strip club?
Man,
Yeah,
if
man.
you a
That's
cocktail
facts.
waitress that work at the strip club, in my opinion, you're really just a hoe with no courage.
you know what? I wish I had it in me. I wish I had it.
So, but be honest, you were building up the courage to go to the main stage.
No, it was more of like I just needed a job. You could network at them. I thought that
Shit.
LA strip clubs would be a little bit more than what they were at the time. Because
Craig
if you
went
go to
hard.
Atlanta or something like that, you get a job waitressing at a strip club, you're gonna meet all types of.
She needs to move up to the mic.
Oh no, I had to clean it, so I made it.
She did. She the baddest bitch in the club doing maintenance at the moment.
I gotta say this. So
Nigga
you
said
used
maintenance.
Let me ask you a question. So you used to clean up after the whores were done?
There we go.
Okay.
Nigga, that's like Shaq being a ball boy, nigga.
That's what I was
Come
saying.
on,
like,
man.
Hey, but don't you guys make more money than the strippers, right?
Clowning.
No.
What they make in the back?
What?
But I did
Yeah, 'cause
really
I got-
well on stage because I would make.
Because the
it
tippers
sexy.
get the
You know?
y'all get tips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
Oh,
mean.
yeah. And
They
I
get
used
tipped more
to
than
work
back
it.
room
I
was
used
where
to-
the
Let me. Okay, I'm gonna
The
ask you.
waitresses don't ground up a big bag of money and go count it. They take what's in their change purse and they count it.
Honoree.
I made money. Huh?
You ain't considered it in any form?
Oh, all the time, but no one offered
Got
me
that
enough money
paraplegic
to,
neck.
like just cross that line. I didn't
Shout
want
out
a
Bello.
lot of-
Honoree, how hard was it not to sell pussy?
It was pretty easy because most of the men out here that went there weren't that attractive.
But you don't.
So you sell pussy on looks?
No, you said pussy on paper.
You can't get money like that.
So the dude with the right amount of money, the right
Mitchell, I have no idea.
You know, I feel like
Hold on,
hey,
Mark.
for the right
He was better
price,
off just having Corey as a guest. She should have stayed
for the right price,
somewhere
anyone
else
will
and
do anything,
came
but
like
no
next
one
week or
offered
something.
me enough for me to go outside of my
I like the honesty.
No disrespect to her.
I like that.
No disrespect to her, but just facts, man. Straight facts. Look, this is a room full of men, and there's one woman in here, and they all find her attractive. Even Corey. That's why Corey is playing his defense mechanisms.
For that, I got 500 waiting on you after the show. If you want it. I'm fucking with you. I'm playing with you. How much you gonna offer a Corey? I'm gonna give you way more than this nigga gonna give you. I promise.
I gotta see.
I make really good money.
I gotta see what car she drove up to. Then I make the offer. I'm gonna follow her to the parking lot and be like,
Let me walk you to your car, baby. Stop.
yeah, $80.
Yeah, that's funny.
But it's also shit though. It do be a lot of strip clubs you go to, and the waitress be better than the strippers. Yeah, that's happened. That's every strip club I've been to. The waitress is better than the strippers.
Go to the back.
You know, so you can make enough waitressing like for there. Like, you know, you'd have stage maintenance, so I'd like climb the pole, I would clean it all sexy, flip upside down, hit a handstand, and then like I'd clean the ground all sexy.
Girl, you was stripping.
Yeah.
You was stripping.
No,
Basically.
Oh, you was dancing at least.
I did it. I mean, if enough money went up on
It
stage,
was-
I'd do a little twerk.
While you was doing that, there was tips.
Change.
You was stripping. You bullshit. You was stripping, nigga. It's all good. It's all. You should have been hanging.
I would say it.
I hope not, Moses. Gotta be some weird shit.
That nigga wild. So wait, you said you was cleaning the pole all sexy and would twerk a little bit as well?
If enough went on the stage, but no one saw my
Maintenance was your costume. What was out there doing?
Maintenance was your costume.
The problem is I wasn't in there doing lap dances.
You wasn't
No one was
naked.
touching me. No, I wasn't
And
naked.
you didn't hit the back room.
No, I didn't. No, I wasn't doing. Yeah, no.
Do you know what a cap is?
It's a lot.
A cap. A cap. You know what a cap is?
You know what a cap is?
I ain't gonna lie.
She looked at me like, nigga, hell no.
I would say I would have an OnlyFans.
Brandon looked like somebody uncle that got to explain why he's single all the time, every fucking family function.
All that stuff.
Right.
I was doing all that because there. you can
Shout out to
film
Brandon.
everything, You know what I mean? So
That
I
nigga
can't
had some good
really-
questions in the
I
beginning.
like the honesty, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I'm with you. I think you bullshitting, but but not in a bad way. I feel you got it. I feel you gotta save face.
I wanted the same thing, Def.
So let me ask you this: what made you stop?
I started my business. So it was like I was gonna be 30. I'd been working there for like 4.5 years. I was like, fuck, if I'm here at 30 and I am still waitressing, I'm gonna fucking strip. And then I was like, man, I've been here too long. I could have already made a meal. I need to figure out what I wanted to do. So there's
she's
a
already
treatment
triggered, but
that
she's
I
trying to
have.
keep
It's
her
called I Like
poise.
Glow. You put these little laser paddles on you, and it helps shrink your fat cells. So I had went somewhere.
Watch Corey
and
face.
I got it done. I was just
He
doing
looking
some
dead
shit
at the
just to
fucking
do it.
camera.
And I literally saw a difference,
said-
though, right? Like, as a waitress, you had to wear these little skirts. Guys that work with messing your legs. I don't like that. Da, da, da. You know, I was like, okay, this shit really works. Other people are noticing. So,
Yo,
was just like,
can
I
you
still wanna do
tell me right now? Put in the comments. What do you think Corey is thinking right now in his head? What do you think? If you're a Corey Holcomb fan, you know something that he's thinking right now. What you think this man has going in his head?
Looking more non-invasive treatments, and like what I do is huge in Miami. It was huge in Atlanta.
Corey gonna
It's gonna be big in
smash.
LA. I'm gonna be one of the first people to do
You
it.
passed that
Speaking of-
$80
So,
on.
yeah. So I told my friends like, yo, I'm gonna go to school. I'm about to open up a spa. I ain't showing up for shit for like the next year, but I still want to be invited. But when I come back out, it's gonna be lit.
Right.
You know, and so that's pretty much what happened. And my business, I mean, it's took off a lot. Like I do all the Fashion Nova models. I have 11 hip hop clients at Basketball Wives.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm snatching anybody.
Right.
Anyone with baller belly, huh?
What's it called?
Dollhouse Aesthetics.
That's dope.
That's my business.
You said anyone with baller belly, so you were
Yeah,
looking for
baller
fat
bellies.
niggas.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for fat everything.
Trying to clap them
Cats,
cheeks.
whatever I can shrink it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
ready to
Brandon,
fire
do you
us
have
up.
a line of questions for this?
I mean, where can they find your company at?
Instagram.
She probably taking a corporate
my,
child support.
Location, it's in downtown.
Funky
LA.
bitch.
But majority of my clients are
Y'all
my
niggas
clients come
funny.
off of referrals, which is dope. I mean,
Got you.
and a lot of people find me on Instagram and stuff.
Y'all funny as hell.
Yup. Charlie, good shit. I don't have nothing. Good shit.
That nigga already wrote his number on a piece of paper. Threw it in her cup.
That nigga Charlie wrote help with the shrinkage and then send it to her.
You know, one of my more popular services and
Ooh.
actually items that I sell. Have you guys heard of V-steaming? That's like a newer.
Say it
thing,
again?
right? V-steaming, vaginal steaming. Right? So
V-steaming?
it helps tighten your
Wild
pussy.
pussy.
Fuck you here,
Yeah,
brother.
it helps balance out your pH, makes you wetter, intensive. Okay. But it's close, all natural, it's all organic.
Steam out the funk or something?
It steams out everything. It balances.
It steam out the
That
funk.
sound like a Parliament song. Steam out the funk. Steam out the funk. Steam out the funk. Steam out the funk. Steam that pussy.
I don't know if it worked, but I know some bitches out there whose pussies look like Bobby Brown jaw. They need to fuck with you.
Send them my link.
When you want more.
Dewan in the back looking at her like a snack.
Thug love it.
You would help if her boxes blew out? They tightened it up if it blew out? They tightened it up.
So
What's
what?
the blew out box out here? I'm just saying. Was it tighten it up?
It sure will.
So
Send them the link. Send them the link.
You can't get rid of that little meat
Yeah,
though, huh?
it will.
What's some advice?
Gyro meat.
Can you straight leg the meat?
Straight legged to me.
They trying to trigger. They trying to hit the triggers.
Vaginal trimming for bitches that got that meat that hang down.
Extra
and
meat.
shit.
No.
You gotta be a butcher for
Yeah,
that,
you
nigga.
gotta.
Vaginal trimming.
Keloid wound having.
Shut the fuck up.
Pussy look like lunch meat stuffed into a black eye. Meat up ass pussy.
Pussy look like a mask you wear on the plane. I done seen them all, boy.
What's some advice you would give to younger women that are trying to get into business for themselves? Maybe they're a waitress at the strip club. Maybe they're an actual
Corey's too
stripper.
funny, man.
Maybe they just doing bad in life and they're trying to figure out how to find their way. What's some advice you would give to a young woman to get to where you
Go
are now?
for it. Go for it. Be consistent. Show up every day. There's times where you just feel stuck. You don't know what to post. You're not
Hold
sure
on,
what to
man.
do.
Hey, just for the sake of time, because I want y'all to actually go and support this video. I ain't one of these niggas out here that just be like, yo, let me just show y'all this content and get the motherfucking shit up. Nah, I really support these niggas. I'm really a fan. I really donated, motherfucking put money on cash apps all across the board. So I want y'all to go and watch this shit if you haven't. I want to skip to the part where she actually did get triggered. This is the part where she actually snatched Corey's mic for saying some shit that she didn't like. We gonna get to that. I think that's right here.
Damn.
We got
And smile like this.
Hey,
Your smile ain't right.
and plus, hey Brandon, we gotta remember during halftime she locking these niggas up. She was with Montel Williams, so we got look.
Another nigga who hate niggas.
Yeah, he do. but like,
Talking all that good shit, then beat his bitch ass.
Right.
exactly. Her mama, look. Kamala's mama is Indian.
Hold up. You said the sound is going deaf. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear this shit? Let me know.
I mean, India, they racism when it comes to anti-blackness. That shit started in India long before it came to America.
Everybody hates the truth.
Yeah, go to the video, man. Go support. Go support.
Her dad's a brown, one of those Jamaicans that go around, a coolie that fuck with the dark skinned people. So she got two parents that lay hell on dark skinned people in their native countries. And that bitch came over here. They went to high school in Canada. Was like, fuck them niggas. And then when she came back here and got a job, she locked more niggas up than any other bitch in California state history.
This nigga
that
told
all
the
come
bitch
together.
the whole life story right
but
now.
the thing is,
How did you
But
go
she
back?
still married a white man
Yeah.
for the security.
and so Corey Pete did. So even so, she married a white dude and she locked up nothing but black people. Why do so many black women
nigga is
champion her?
Here we
Oh,
go.
I'm so glad you asked
Here we
me
go.
that. I'm honored
He
to
asked.
be able to
He
answer
asked
that.
him the right question.
Could you
Watch
say that
this
again
shit.
so people could hear that?
Watch
So
this shit.
She married a white man and she has a history of locking up bunch of black people, black men, for instance. Why do so many black women champion her? Kamala Harris, that is.
80% of the black women in America are absolutely lost. They won't even face the world how they really look.
Go
Most
deeper.
black women I know will not walk out the house as they truly are. They always
She
are
back there
in
fuming.
some type of costume or code
Right.
to hide who they really are. So when you got people who don't like who they are,
Right.
they'll go for shit like that. But if they was educated
rolls
on
her
who
head
they
quick.
were, they would not face the world in a costume every day. Most black women. Damn. Most black women are like Ronald McDonald.
No. Look.
Most black women.
See, now. Slow your roll now. Now, Corey just ain't no regular person. You can't just walk up to a legend and think you just finna cut him off because you feel some type of way. Now, I get if you disagree with it, that's one thing. But she pulled the wrong move. And the fact she did that, Corey about to go off.
Women are like Ronald McDonald.
Right.
They face the world with some shit. Hey, what's up?
She mad.
I got burgers.
Go ahead, Corey.
Hey, you know,
Mad.
Corey on a good point.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do you
go ahead.
disagree or do you agree or disagree?
No, I definitely disagree on that. Because first and foremost, there's way more non-African American women that wear makeup, that get Botox, that get fillers. White people are the head people who get the most fucking surgery out of everything.
Well, I'm not talking about them.
they
I was
all-
talking about the black women and what I observed how lost they are. They put on a whole costume and take pictures in front of their Instagram, and these ain't the women. They think they better than the whores.
Right.
I like the whores better because
She
they're
fucked
more
up.
honest about who
Fucked
they
up.
are and what they doing. But all the bitches who in a costume every day acting like it,
Right.
bitch, you not my type of bitch. I'm not finna have you around me. If I had a child with a bitch who put on a costume every day, I would be so worried about that child. I'll be like, man, this child ain't gonna like itself.
Honoree, can you tell us why you support Kamala Harris?
I mean, I didn't say that I fully support her. Like, she comes from a family where her grandpa used to have a slave plantation.
So you don't support her?
I mean, I support the fact that there's some
Coyote, that's true.
in office
We gonna
because
talk
it
about
gives
that.
Fuck that.
No, it gives hope to the younger, to children and stuff like that. They look and they see that, okay, it gives them hope. It gives them.
Hope is the
Shouldn't have
most
got
suckiest word in the English language. Hope is something you sell to a motherfucker like when a nigga say, I got you when I hit a lick.
Right.
It's the same thing. It means nothing.
Okay, you can't do that on my own.
I forget.
No, man.
Barack ran on hope.
Hold on, simmer down. Simmer down.
Now do y'all think Zo gonna come next week? Y'all think Zo coming next week? I don't know. I don't fucking know.
None of us saw anyone of color really encounter.
Hold on. Because right now what we laughing at, it ain't got nothing to do with what's happening.
Being a
Oh,
black
man.
politician means nothing. You have no power to help your people.
Right.
And people will say, you supposed to help everybody. No, motherfucker, you supposed to help the people that was kidnapped from their homeland and brought over here. And being a politician gives you no power to do that.
I agree. Yeah.
Hey,
We still
You know, the
hostages.
problem with black women is this: they think that white women fuck with them, so they think that
that's
the
true.
rights that white women are fighting for with the whole feminine movement or feminist movement.
Bikini Bianca, you fucked up. You could have had that $40 on a regular.
They think that that is something that is regimented to work for them as well. White motherfuckers are only fighting for the rights of other white
I'm just kidding.
motherfuckers.
Did I say
Shout out to
black
you,
women were
Queen.
stupid? I said no. I said they're lost.
Right.
Yeah.
After all this, from all these years, they need to be helped.
Right.
Something has to happen to wake everybody up and realize you don't have to put on a costume to face the world.
I mean,
Hey, and that's a good, but I want to go back to your question you asked. Like,
Love
what's wrong?
yourself, right.
What's wrong with them looking up? Brandon asked about them. Like the video, this motherfucker. Like the shit in Sherry's. Going back to what you said earlier, Brandon, about why they looking up to Kamala like this. Y'all got to go back and watch that movie, School Days. Unfortunately, I'm not saying this shit to clown on women. I'm saying this shit for y'all to get this shit together because y'all always pointing at us. Y'all need to clean your own little house. Unfortunately, in the black college environment, all of your darker skinned,
Moses.
regular looking chicks look up and envy the
fool,
light skinned,
nigga.
long haired woman.
Right.
And Kamala Harris represents the girl that they wish they was when they was in college.
Self-hatred.
And going back to the
Dwan
point,
speaking
self-hatred
facts,
like a motherfucker, and that's something that only women can fix.
That's
Niggas,
real.
we out of that. That's on y'all.
I look through makeup and I look through hair weave. I see who you are. That's what I tell girls. I'm looking at you. I see you. I know how you really look.
Right.
And I'm talking about anybody like that. Now, you do that because a lot of us is part of the game. You do.
Right.
You know, when you be dressed up like that. But there's women out here who really believe this is how you should come to the world.
Right.
No, bitch, do you realize you're running a game? This is the game.
Right.
Don't be
Some of
around
us
me
are
with that
like
shit
folks.
on.
Right.
Some niggas are at fault for that shit though, because some niggas is entertaining that shit. A lot of niggas is entertaining that
This is
shit.
the clown niggas, though.
It's a lot of.
But hold,
Let's not act like
I hear what those are saying. I hear what
There's a
those
lot
are
of
saying.
clowns out
But
here.
no, accountability. Hold on. Accountability.
She asked me a question. Let her answer later, though.
Okay, so what do the women look like that you date, or all of you guys? Because you sit there and you say that, but I feel like a lot of the women out there are trying to look like what most of the black men go for.
No, they not.
My wife got my wife got natural hair.
Hold on, I'm gonna get to that.
My wife got natural hair.
Accountability is everything, dog. So
Shout out
every
to Juan,
individual is responsible for what they do with their life.
Facts.
Now there are certain barriers that we can, that we hit because of white supremacy, where you can't get past those barriers. But everyday shit like putting on makeup and getting dressed and what you choose to wear, that's your choice from the set of choices that we have. It can never be my fault if a bitch thinks that she needs to put makeup on to get me.
But it is
You know
a
what I'm saying?
crisis around the world where even in Africa where they ran out of the skin lightening cream.
Right.
What I'm saying is
doing that dumb
though, the sisters think they are supposed to look a certain way. And the women I date, look, let me tell you something, I date any bitch.
Right.
But I'm saying a woman that's around me, a woman that's in my circle, she can't be phony every day like that because I lose respect for her, especially when I show her the game.
All facts.
Baby, hold on. You could do that out there in the street. You hustling with that, but please don't be around me like that.
Right.
I don't want to hug you and fuck my shirt up.
Right, but the whole makeup, I'm gonna wrap the show.
That's you not entertaining.
Yeah, they finna wrap the show up here, and I'm gonna speak to that point real quick. Black Warrior Spirit. I'm gonna say this because you made a good point. He said I got homies like Corey. I feel like we all know somebody like a Corey, who is feels like they always right, who has strong opinions about shit and don't change it or even listen to opposing sides to want to learn anything else. And these are not shots, man. These are certain personality traits for people, and he's one of those people where he's very strong opinionated and he says what's on his mind, and he really, really, genuinely, wholeheartedly believes the shit that he says. I got one of my best friends is just like that, and that's another reason why I relate to Corey so much, because these motherfuckers act just the same. Corey has strong opinions about shit, and he's the type of person where this is who I am. I'm going to be exactly who I am 100% of the time. Even if I contradict myself, that's who I'm being. That's who I am. I'm going to say what the fuck is on my mind. I'm going to say whatever. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it later. But he is that type of person. You either take him for who he is or you don't. And I honestly know that's why he has lasted so long in this game, and that's why he has the fans that he does, is because he's 100% himself all the time. He can contradict himself. He can be a hypocrite, but he's still being who he is. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta either respect him for it and fuck with him for it, or don't fuck with him for it. And like he said, the way that he says stuff like, I call people out and I tell them the truth about themselves and they can't handle that. That doesn't necessarily mean that what he's saying about somebody is the truth about them, who they are. That's how he sees the truth and who they are, and that's how he's gonna address shit. So you gotta respect it or you don't. You either fuck with them or you don't. You either 50-150 or you not. That's simple as that. So once again, go support these guys. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't watched this video yet on Kraig Smith's page, go to Kraig Smith's page, go follow him, go subscribe. Through the video, you will see all the people involved with the show. You'll see their handles and their cash apps. Go support them, go follow them, go donate to their cash apps, go donate to Zo so he can pay this nigga Corey back. Do everything you can to really support these people. Make it very clear that these videos that I do is solely based off because I'm a fan. That's why the only reaction videos you see of mine have to do with the 5150 show, because I'm really a fan of this shit and I really pay attention and I really fuck with the 5150 family. Everybody that got the same opinion or opposing opinion. So with everybody here, I just want to say If you haven't done it, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like on this video. Please hit the bell so that you see when I go live so that we can all join in together. Let's see. Mondays is for the viewers. If you are an artist, you rap, you sing, you produce. If you own a business, if you make art, Monday nights right here on this channel, on my channel, is for you. And I will be on here playing other people's art, showing other people's art, their business, your pages. If you want to support or if you want to drop your Instagram or some shit, Monday nights is all for you. So just remember that. If you are a viewer and you fuck with this page, you fuck with me, Monday nights is for you. Tuesday nights, I do the 5150 after show. So right when the 5150 show is over, I go live and we talk about what the fuck just happened. And Wednesdays is my podcast. Join the discussion. Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Minnesota time because I live in Minnesota. So hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell. Thank you for supporting. I'm about to play some of my beats. So if you want to chill for a minute, you can. If you want to dip out, go watch the video, go do some other shit. Chill, beat your meat, smoke some weed, rub your bean. I don't know. Go do some shit. But if you want to stay around and watch me play some beats, man, or hear the beats that I got, that'll be tight. Other than that, I'm finna get out of here in like 10 minutes. I got y'all when I hit that lick, I swear. I did notice that Grady is not doing any of that shit. He hasn't really responded either. Shout out to everybody black in this motherfucker too. That's real shit. What's up from El Paso? Shout out where you from. I want to know where y'all from for real. If you in this motherfucker and you from somewhere, let me know where you from. What I see. We got Cali in this motherfucker. We got El Paso, Texas in this motherfucker. Where y'all from, man? I want to know where y'all from. I'm about to make this the intro to my videos and shit. Appreciate you, Black Warrior. Phoenix, what's happening? Fort Worth, Texas, what's happening? I fuck with Texas, man. Kankakee. I got a bitch, she from Kankakee. She just got me. R.I.P. King Von. Durham, North Carolina. H-Town, what's happening? Gary, Indiana, hold up. Hey, Ron, you just said the magic words. Orlando, shout out Baltimore, shout out Orlando. The trenches, shout out the motherfucking trenches. My man don't even want y'all to know where he from because he out there doing that fucking work, you feel me? The trenches, shout out Washington, Louisville, Charleston. But yo, my nigga Ron say he from Gary, Indiana. That's where my whole family from. My mom, my grandma, my grandpa, my aunties, my uncles, cousins, all that shit. Shout out to Gary, Indiana. I had to pause the music because I love that place. I ain't been in a while. I got to go back. RP, my granddad, that's where he buried at. You know what I'm saying? After he passed away, they lived here. But after he passed away, they brought him right back to Gary. So I got to go visit my grandpa, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, shout out to Gary for real. That's my love right there. Oak Cliff, Texas, Chicago, Chi-Town, right next to Gary. Nigga, that ain't nothing but a hop and a skip. East Palo, California, what's happening? I fuck with y'all. Y'all from everywhere, man. Shout out to all that shit. Peace. Michael Jackson is from Gary. Michael Jackson a real nigga. Y'all know Michael Jackson a gangster. He just had that high voice to throw niggas off, but in the background, he was really a crip. Hey, y'all know some rappers and some shit that need beats. I got them. Michael Jackson was a Crip. Actually, no, I'm lying. He was a Vice Lord. Most of the niggas are Gary's is motherfucking GDs and shit, and Vice Lords and shit. Moses. I seen that video. Hilarious. I got a lot of beats. I'm just now starting to learn how to use this shit right here too. So this is coming. It's coming soon. You need a beat? Hey, if you need a beat, I got my socials right above here. My Instagram, my Twitter. Follow me. I follow everybody back. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or anywhere that I have a social, I follow everybody back. So follow me, and if you need a beat, hit my line. That nigga Michael Jackson was a worldwide Vice Lord, nigga. That nigga traveled the world doing gangster shit. This one I made yesterday, man. I was like, I want to make some shit that's like that I haven't made before. I want to make something for one of these motherfuckers, like a Bruno Mars or some shit. Or this is like The Weeknd. The Weeknd, I can hear The Weeknd on this shit. Community first. Yeah, nigga, you gotta. First of all, people want so much shit to be in a beat because they want the beat to do everything for them. Nah, man, if you an artist, if you got skill, if you are talented, you take that beat and you work with it. You have to be the fucking person to show out your skills. Don't let the beat be the deciding factor of how dope you are. That's how I make my beats. But I respect your opinion nonetheless, Marquise, because I need that. I'm not even lying. So I respect you. Can't even front. Yeah, The Weeknd is fucking nuts, dog. The Weeknd, I don't know what the fuck he was on. I got a lot of samples, so I can't play a lot of the shit that I've sampled. But if you do want to catch some of the shit that I have sampled, I got it up on my Instagram. So like I said, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. I follow everybody back. I do not care who you are. I'm finna follow everybody back. So we finna get out of here. I appreciate y'all, man. I gotta go get back to real life and go look at the sun. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate everybody who commented. Shout out everybody from all over who shouted out where they was from. Shout out to your input. Shout out to the 5150 family. Y'all always keep it lit, so that's why I fuck with y'all. We gonna be back. Today is Friday. We gonna be back either tomorrow night or Sunday night, but always look for Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Those are my scheduled days. Monday nights for the viewers. If you got some shit you want to share, if you want to promote some shit. Tuesday night, the 5150 after show right here when the 5150 show is done. And Wednesdays are my podcast. Join the discussion, man.